Now recording.
No.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Goblin Beat Goblins Gaming Podcast. Tonight we are going to be hanging out, chit-chatting, leveling up our characters from the Saigai City campaign. I'm not going to call it a one-shot anymore because we're going to make it a campaign. It's going to happen. So anyway, John is not here. He had to go to a conference. Apparently has this thing called a job. And that job requires him to go to these things called conferences. If anybody's ever been to one of those, you know what it's like. So, bunch of people talking about everybody doing the same job, and
Yeah, I thought those were over. I thought they canceled the rest of those for COVID.
no, baby, haven't you heard? It's the waxed and vaxxed summer. Everything's back on the table.
Waxed and waxed. No, I had not heard that.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm Matt. I'm vaxxed. I'm not waxed. So, Anyway, I'm playing the character currently known as Entropy, also known as my guts be hanging out from that knife wound. If you listen to our last session. And then, like I said, John's not here. He usually will be playing Gamma or Mr. Y. Brandon is here, and he's actually pretty far up in his chair to start with. So I'm hoping we can hold on to him longer than normal.
Oh, that's just because I'm having to type right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Give
So
him
he's
5 minutes.
playing. Yeah, he's playing Ellie, Eli, Ella, Mental.
Yeah.
The androgynous wielder of the forces of nature. And then we got Mr. Sharkfin Soup himself, Ben.
More like Sir gets shot a lot.
I think you and I, well, I think everybody got attacked pretty well.
No,
except
Brandon
for-
came out pretty much unscathed.
Brandon has that elemental armor that just like pings the bullets off of it.
Right. I mean, what I'm
That's
saying
not
is
a problem.
we all got shot at. It's just a matter of who got hurt or not. I think John did avoid the majority of the getting knifed and shot at because of his. He kind of went up the other.
He always
way.
goes the opposite direction of everyone else and hides in the corner. That's his go-to move so far.
So it's working for him. So yeah, it's not broken. Don't fix it. So anyway, tonight we're not going to be playing a session. Don't stop listening now. We're
Okay,
gonna
now stop listening.
we're gonna level up our characters, and this is the first time we've done that with a superhero based or superhero companion, based Savage Worlds game. So listen to us struggle with it, and do things wrong at least twice, I would say.
And for those of you watching video, I know I was very concerned when I first got on here. That is Brandon. What is wrong with his face is that he's not wearing glasses.
Daniel's like, dude, what's wrong? Are you okay?
I was like, is something wrong with you? Or something's different? I can't figure it out. It's the glasses. There aren't any.
Is it really that? So, like, if I took mine off, it would be.
What if I take mine off? Oh God, I can't see anything. Wow, I'm blind.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
Well, I can tell you this: everyone's faces are a lot closer to the cameras now.
Just like,
without your glasses on.
what the hell?
What is that?
Every one of you's got like a 32-inch screen, and you're like, I can't tell.
Hold on.
If I squint with this eye and use my magnifier with the other eye. All right.
Uh,
We're doing an advance. It's called an advance in Savage Worlds. You're advancing on top of the normal advance, which is 2 character points. You're also getting 5 power points you can spend, super power points you can spend however you'd like. So as you either gotten the crap beaten out of you or watched your friends get the crap beaten out of them, it's fired up your whatever it is that gives you superpowers and made it double in strength. Basically, I just saw a cat fly
Whoa.
out of Ben's hand.
Yeah, she's in heat, and so she's being very annoying.
Uh,
She just tried to steal tinfoil and is now trilling in the corner.
there's a
Very
there's a
annoying.
procedure for that.
Yeah, I know, but won't have openings till August. This one's great. I like this one.
That one is enormous.
She's fat. She's fatty.
All right, so who wants to go? We'll go first with their guy, gal, non-binary.
Well,
character.
what I think is the proper way to level up. I think I've done it.
All right, well let's look at Iron Tooth. So tell me, let's start with should be the easy part. What did you do with your 2 character points?
So those go into edges or attributes, right?
Edges, attributes, or skills. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I took 2 new edges.
That's one more than you could
I'm
have
able
taken.
to do that? That's one more than I could have taken?
Yeah,
Okay,
2
cool.
points is 1 edge. So
I thought that might be the case.
yeah, so what 2 did you take, and then we'll decide which one you're.
So I threw counterattack and frenzy on there.
Okay.
And based off of the amount I've gotten shot, I think I'm probably just gonna take frenzy.
Okay. Yeah, counterattack is if you get missed, once per round you can counterattack, right?
Right. Yeah. So basically, if they fail to hit me, I get to punch them back.
Mhm. And frenzy is when you take a wound.
No, frenzy. A character with frenzy rolls a second fighting die with any one of his fighting attacks for the turn. The extra die may be allocated to the same or different targets as he sees fit.
That's right. I was thinking about Berserk. All right. So
Right.
yep. Frenzy lets you
So
basically hit
Basically, I
someone
can
extra.
hit 2 people at once.
Yep. All right. So you're.
But I don't know how the damage would work on that. Would it be 2 separate damage?
It would be. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And also, I've changed my shark punch to a shark bite because I feel like that makes more sense.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. All right. So delete your counterattack from your edges.
Yeah, I need to do that. Sorry.
And that adds to your already hefty allotment of martial artist, brawler, and first strike.
Yes.
All right. So now, what have you? So yeah, we changed shark punch to shark bite. What have
And
you
then
done
I
with
put a
your-
level in. I put a level into shark bite, but I made it lethal, so that it had the -1 penalty
one.
or the -1 point investment thing.
Yeah. Let's do.
So only 1 point went into the shark bite.
So that puts you at 3 points invested into that.
And then I took another level of growth, which
So
threw
the extra point in your bite raised your d6 by 1d6 damage, right?
Yes. So now I'm rolling strength plus 2d6 plus 1d6 from martial arts or brawl or one of the 2.
I think maybe it's the combination of the 2 makes it a d6 because it's.
Yeah, actually it is because it was a d4 and then brawler bumps it up
Yeah.
to a die type up.
That's right. So it's strength plus 3d6. Now when you
Yes,
bite. All right.
pretty much.
So that was 1 point.
I took 2 points into growth for a second level of that.
All right, so your size is now a 2.
So that bumps my size to 2, which raises my toughness to 2, and my strength is 2 die types up now
that's
from
right.
what it is base.
Nice.
And because I'm a monster, I can't turn that off or anything.
Right. All right. What about your last 2 points?
I actually didn't use a point. Or wait, no, I was gonna put 2 points into toughness.
Okay.
Which, because I only did 1 level of it, I meant to put 2.
So just to get straight up 2 points of toughness.
Yeah, basically, because I seem to need it.
What super attribute cost you? There it is.
A super attribute?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw this out there. So if you took super attribute vigor instead, it's also 2 points, but that would raise your toughness up from it would only raise your toughness by 1, but it would make your vigor a D10, which is what you roll to soak damage and stuff. So it would make damage soaking that much easier.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
So the
So
trade-off is your toughness is 1 lower, but soaking damage.
I can always take that. I can always take toughness up or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but super attribute.
Yeah, so just add that as a separate thing, and then bump your vigor to a D10.
Oh, do I add it down here in the superpowers?
Yeah,
area?
just add a super attribute, superpower, and then the total number of points. Then you can do a breakdown of, because over time you'll probably have more than one super attribute point that you spend. So that gives you a D10 vigor. That's pretty good.
I'm fine with that.
All right, so you were pretty much done. You were right. So that's Iron Tooth.
Nice.
One of you other guys feel like yours is basically ready, or you just want to go ahead and do yours?
Well, we get 5 power points, right?
5 super
And that can be
power
used for
points.
different things other than powers.
It can only be used for superpowers, but superpowers, some of them are like super attribute, super skill, super edge. So you can spend those to increase your attributes and get edges and stuff and skills.
Okay, so we're not advancing anything outside the power points area. Okay,
No,
I
so
just wanted to make sure.
well, you get 2 character points, and those can only be used for. You can use 2 for 1 edge. You can use 2 to increase an attribute by 1, or you can use 1 to increase a skill. Right, so you could technically increase 2 skills.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
yeah, so normally in Savage Worlds, when you get an advance, it's just the 2 character points, and that's all you get. We're just adding a lot of extra crap for you to deal with on top of that, just to make it fun.
So when I'm using, okay, so just people can hear. Nate and I talked about before we started recording. So Elemental is expanding his elemental power set, and he's going into the air wind part of it. And so far, I'm spending 2 points for flight, which will let me fly at my character's normal pace. And then another 2 for force control, which will allow me to do like an air type force situation. Danny mentioned it kind of like to be like a Green Lantern, but my character uses like wind, air as like a force. And that's another, so it leaves me with 1 point left. But right now I'm trying to figure out if I need a particular attribute to be utilizing the force control outside of what I've already been doing with my fire and ice. It doesn't say. So I guess if you like do something ranged, I suppose that'll be like a shooting still.
Let's see. For the force control, you make a fighting attack.
Oh, it's only fighting.
Uses
Okay.
fighting, yeah. But your fighting's at a D10, so is your shooting.
My fighting is based off my agility. Okay, so I'm still good.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta decide if I want an edge or an ability moved up.
That's right.
My smarts and spirit are a D4.
And also, if you're not going to be able to take advantage of 2-gun kid and ambidextrous, you might want to trade those out for something else.
Yeah, because you said I'd have to spend how much to get the 2 shots per round?
With the ranged attack. Let's see. I think it's 3.
I'd have to spend 3 more power points to do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. Rate of
That's why I
fire.
like those edges that give you extra attacks and stuff based on certain triggers.
I'm gonna have to read a lot more on the edges because
Yeah, so you've spent 4 of your 5 power points, so you just have one kind of in the tank right there. Maybe so you definitely want to redo a couple of your edges and possibly get a new one.
yeah,
Well, I mean, it hasn't come up a lot for you because you've not gotten hurt much because of your 12 toughness, but your
mhm,
spirit's really low. So like becoming unshaken and stuff will be hard.
yeah.
Let's see.
I may just go ahead and improve my spirit, and then during the time off, go back through edges and see what I want to switch out.
Yeah, just when you're looking at edges, always keep in mind the requirements because some of those requirements,
Mhm,
are pretty specific.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and raise up my spirit, and then I'm only using 4 of the 5, so I'm gonna save 1 power point for later.
Hmm.
So total, I raised up my spirit by 1. I expanded my power set to flight and force control. Then I'll work out the edges a little bit later when I can figure it out.
Okay, yeah, and you can look through them, I guess, while we're sitting here talking about Matt's
Yeah,
stuff
that's
if
what I'm
you
doing
want
right
to.
now. I just don't want to take the whole time up doing that.
Right. All right. Um, Matt.
So to increase attributes, that takes both points, correct?
Yeah, it takes 2 points to increase an attribute by 1 die type. Yep, that's right.
All right, I'm going to move my spirit from a D4 to a D6
Okay.
because that was my plan. And then, so I can go one of 2 different ways. So I want to take regeneration because I don't want my agility to stay at a D6.
Oh yeah,
I
because
wanted to go back
you got
up.
like busted guts or something like that.
I got gutsed. Um, and so there is the regeneration superpower, which costs 2 to obtain,
Hmm.
and then you can modify it in different ways. Um, and it's not clear from the description itself if the modifiers stack or if you can just choose one or the other.
Uh,
One,
no, the modifiers
yeah,
do
so
stack.
recoveries. You, do it now?
The modifiers do stack. Yeah.
So you have to take recovery before you take regrowth,
No, no,
or
no,
can you
no.
choose?
Yeah, you can choose.
Okay. Okay. So I actually don't think I'll have to use an item then, because I mean, unless I wanted to, I could make it do more by making it an item.
You
So
can either make it do more or you could just save a PowerPoint on it.
right, right. So because what I'm doing is I'm going to increase my my super skill fighting by 1, so I'll have 2 invested in that. Um, so that leaves me with 4 points left to spend.
Hmm.
And so I could, if I wanted to, just do regeneration plus regrowth.
Hmm.
Um, that would be all 4 points. Um, or I could save a point by making it an item, or I could add recovery to it, which halves my recovery time for fatigue
Right.
by making it an item. And I think I'm going to make it an item, and here's why: just because I've been thinking about it, and if I start doing that, um, it kind of makes my character, kind of reminds me of Constantine, a little bit, right? Because whenever he's doing his magic and stuff like that, he always has to have an item.
Right.
Like he can do some natural magic, but for the most part, he needs something to channel. And so it kind of makes it sort of like a cross between like Domino and Constantine. Where my powers are luck based,
Right.
but to do the really major stuff, other than just being kind of a scrappy fighter like Constantine, I have to have an item. And Danny and I talked about that. If I lose my item, or if it's destroyed, it has a way of coming back to me after some amount of time because of my luck ability. But in the meantime, I lose that ability until I get the item
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. I think just like chatting about it, we just came up with that idea. So, are you going to do the items from famous rockers? Is that what you're going to do?
So yeah, so I'm gonna make I want the regeneration item to be actually Sid Vicious's spiked armband. So
Nice.
because I like Mick Jagger, but I don't think he ever wore a spiked armband. So
Yeah.
it's possible he may have, but I think that's more of like a Sid Vicious punk rocker kind of thing. So
I was thinking. I
so
was
yeah,
also thinking too. If you want to do a Mick Jagger thing, you should probably be like a headband or something that makes you really fast. So then you have the moves like Jagger.
yeah, that's true. I'll do that
Wow.
one later.
Can give you speed and you can move like Jagger. Be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. So yeah, so this one I'm gonna take. I think I'll take regeneration. At one level. So what that level one, what that does is my character makes a natural healing roll every day. Um, so it increases the uh, how often I can make a healing roll, and then I'm gonna add recovery, which halves my recovery time for fatigue, and add regrowth, which treats every traumatic damage uh, uh, as a temporary injury instead of a permanent injury. So my guts is only a temporary injury, which means it will eventually go away.
Yeah. So it'll go away once all your wounds are healed, basically.
Right.
And yeah, so it's
And
even at
and
level
I get
one.
to make
That's
it daily instead of weekly, right?
yeah. Even at level one, that's pretty big because I think it's once every 5 days normally. You get to make that roll. So
Yeah.
it's 5 times as often. You get to try it.
Yeah. And for 2 points, as often as I'm getting hurt, it seems like a good idea.
It's a good
So
power to combo with having a low toughness. That's what it is.
yeah, yeah, because I couldn't figure out how to really increase my toughness without. I mean, I might maybe take an item later that gives me armor.
All right,
Um,
so I'm just going to be devil's advocate here and throw this out there.
yeah,
So we are playing with power limits, right? And
right,
at the current power level we're at, you can only spend 5 points on any given power. That's like the maximum.
right.
So if you take recovery, that'll put you at 4, which means that you will not be able to take a second level of regeneration until we get to the next power level. If you don't take recovery, you're at 3, and you could take a second level of regeneration later if you wanted to before that happens.
Yeah, which would move me up to
Every
every
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Yeah, let's just make it. I still want to make it an item though, so let's just make it cost 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
Because then you still got 2 points you could put into it later to make it level 2.
yeah, so we'll make it level 1 with regrowth. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay.
And then for now, you can just bank that last point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make that last point. I think that's a good
You could
idea.
always take a level of toughness. Costs 1 point and bumps your toughness by 1.
It's true.
Oh, the super whatever toughness.
No, it's literally
It's
like
just called
just a
toughness.
normal power, and it costs 1 point, and it bumps your toughness by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might
Because that's
be
what I was gonna do rather than the super attribute vigor before, but didn't
right.
know about that then.
You could, if you make that a leather vest of some sort, you could take 2 levels of it, or you could raise your vigor by 1. Die type. Put the same for 1 point.
Oof. Yeah.
Get I don't know
Hold on.
who was a tough guy. I don't even know. It could
I
slash his leather
mean,
vest or something.
I would say Henry Rollins.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, come on, man. Who's tougher than that guy?
That's a good one.
Nobody. So let's see. Let me do this the regrowth thing. So that is costing me only 3 points. So yeah, I've got 1 point left to spend. And you guys are saying look at vigor.
So you could do super attribute vigor,
Super attribute vigor.
and it's 2
Right.
points. If you have an item, make it a vest that takes it down to 1 point. That raises your vigor by a die type and your toughness by 1. It'll automatically do the toughness for you on the character sheet.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah.
Ever since we came up with this idea of your character having all these cool items from rockers from the past, I think it's an interesting character.
Yeah, I think it definitely expands on him. I mean, it does. I think, it does add some vulnerability to him. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, I always did like the idea of like, even like is it Jarlaxle in the Dritz books, who always carries all the different
gadgets.
wands and daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
Mhm.
it's super cool. I mean, you take all that stuff away from him, he's still pretty cool, but not not quite so much. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like that idea. So yeah, I think I'll take that super attribute vigor. All right, and yeah, I think I'll definitely make it Henry Rollins's leather vest.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's everybody's characters. Bogus, have you had any luck looking at edges?
I think maybe quick so far. Everything I find that I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. It's like seasoned or veteran. So I'm like, ugh.
I know. It does happen. There are a couple of edges that are in the superpowers book. Let's see.
Yeah.
That are pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, so here's the best there is that actually increases your power limit on 1 power. That's a cool one.
Okay. So I can go over 5 for something. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So instead of 5, your limit would be let's round it up. It would be 8. It would make it 8 instead of 5 or something.
Okay.
I don't think you're in a situation where
Arcane
you necessarily need
background.
that, but
So arcane background, is that
everybody got that for free. Yeah.
okay?
Team player, but I don't think your spirit's high enough.
No, I guess got a
D6.
D6.
Yeah.
Improved combat sense. That's veteran. Combat sense.
Yeah, I was about to say if it's improved, it's gonna be a better version of a different one.
Yeah. If your smarts is a D8 or higher, but I don't think it is, you could do
No.
team leader. You guys don't
No,
need a
that's
team leader.
Nah. I may take quick as one.
All right. I thought quick was a good idea. Extraction might be a good one to look at, especially for your character. Extraction lets you not you get to choose one of the people that you're backing away from to not get a free attack on you.
Okay.
So it's basically like a disengage action, like a partial disengage action in Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Just because you like to do ranged fighting mostly, might be an option.
Yeah. At least for now, that's what.
And you know me, I always want you to take like dead shot, because when you get that Joker, it's just so awesome. You double your damage.
I'd love to do it, but literally every time we played Savage Worlds, I've never pulled a Joker.
It's because you've never gotten that edge.
Sure, I'll take that shot. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you'll never get one now. Still, too. You can
Probably.
gripe at me every time.
Where's my stupid Joker, Danny?
Right? You promised.
Damn it.
Oh man. All
I
right.
tell you what,
Did
though,
John did
if I still never get a
did
Joker
John
after
take
this,
any? I
Did
said,
John?
did John take any wounds last time?
I don't think he got hit.
He
I don't
did.
think he even got shot at.
He spent all of his bennies, I think, keeping him from taking damage. I believe that's what happened.
Yeah, he didn't take any wounds. So hey, since
How?
we're doing this tonight, do you think Ben and I, our characters might have some downtime in order to maybe make some rolls?
No, that's gonna be part of this next adventure thing. Is you guys still like walking around with band-aids around your heads and stuff to begin with?
At least I get to make a roll every day.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a lot.
Every
You're more
5 days.
wounded than Iron Tooth, but at this point you'll probably heal up faster than him because of your regeneration.
Yeah, let's look at
Iron
some
Tooth ever
really
gets
good
regeneration, it
drum
has
roll.
to be like after he eats large amount of meat.
Yeah,
I bumped my toughness from a 7 to 11.
Nice.
There you
So
go.
if you guys
I'm
look at
not
your
playing
hero,
around with it.
if you look at your hero world profiles, everybody has gotten a few more followers since after that last fight you got into.
Hmm.
I don't know if
Yeah,
any of you were on
see
there or
it.
not.
I need to bookmark that because I keep having to go back to one shot to get the link.
Yeah, if you have, I mean, if you just type in Trello.com on your thing, it'll probably show up.
Yeah,
I have 2 followers?
Oh, you are a weird shark guy. That's twice as you've doubled your number of followers. That's pretty good.
That is true. Look, I'm happy about just one.
Yeah. So let's
Actually, if we're being honest, I probably don't
nice.
grasp the concept of followers very well.
Right.
I did update my page after the last session, by the way.
Yeah.
You'll notice it says survived 2 energy knives from a punk ass bitch who calls himself the One Knife. Click here for the video.
Nice. Yeah. So you now have 2 followers as well. Let's see.
Seems Matt's character has some feelings about what happened.
All right. Gamma now has 3 followers.
Whoa.
As he really beat the crap out of that one guy with his baton and didn't get hurt at all. Elemental has 15 followers. 15.
What?
That's more than a baker's dozen.
I mean, because
Crazy.
he's invincible. Not at all. Not invincible at all.
He's a mystery. They are a mystery.
That's right.
It. For all you know, it's just an elemental spirit, like inside a piece of armor.
That's true.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's like the Men in Black movie. It's just like a tiny alien in a little robot suit, just pulling levers.
I did also update the Nightmare Squad page where it says 5 knives just can't kill us. Try harder, ladies.
Yeah, y'all are up there. Nightmare Squad's up to 3 followers, I think. So it's not bad. Some people in the town here have started to notice you. That's basically what you're seeing.
I think Ellie needs to put a link. Ellie, do you have a link to the Nightmare Squad on your hero world page?
I don't think so.
What?
Try to bleed some followers over. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
How does that work?
You just put like under your description, just add member of the Nightmare Squad, and that can link. You can link it that way. You can actually link to that card on Trello. Believe it or not.
Member of Nightmare Squad.
Yeah. Because the Nightmare Squad points back to all of you as well. So
Is it Nightmare with a K or Nightmare with an N?
An N. It's on the Trello board.
I didn't see that.
It's at the bottom.
I
Yes.
updated mine. Now it says Kills Thugs 3 because I got 1 the first time. I think I got 2 this last time.
All right. Well, we'll go with that. We'll
Need to
go with
keep a
that.
better
Okay.
tally.
I put that in.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna once we start playing this next time, we're actually gonna pick up in the aftermath of that fight. So that's why I said there's no downtime yet. Matt.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Fair
Or
enough.
woohoo.
Stuff's on
or-
to go down.
Do I get to punch anyone?
I don't think so. I think you're gonna bite people from now on.
Oh yeah, now I'm biting people. Do I get to bite anyone?
Probably.
Only if you're good.
Right. All right. Well, I guess we're done unless there's anything else anybody can think about. Or think of rather.
I don't think so.
I'm just adding a I didn't know we could comment on each other's pages, so I saw John's comments. So I'm gonna start adding some too.
All right.
What did he say? Is it on your page or something else?
There's one on my page and your page
Oh, great.
and Ben's page. He wouldn't have commented on everybody's page. A very John thing to do.
It is. Very much is. on Iron Tooth, he said that pic makes you look jacked.
Oh, mysterious profile pic. Oh yeah, thick profile pic. Man or woman. We'll never know. Hell, Eli Mental might not even know.
It's true.
Hey, followers, looking for a good place to purchase a cheap, well-stocked first aid kit. Any recommendations in the G5 area?
Where's that?
That's on John's, where he's commented on his own page.
Nice.
Delbert Sushi is banging. Service is great. Only threw up once afterwards. Definitely going back.
Nice.
Because we don't have any place else we can eat.
Yeah, they take your food tokens or whatever.
They're the only ones who feel sorry enough for us.
Definitely going back. That's awesome.
I think you mean appreciative.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for us. We'll be back hopefully with a regular session next week.
Yeah, if someone doesn't have camp meeting.
Something lame
Jerk.
like that. Yeah. We need to get some sessions in because I'm going on vacation. I'm doing 2 weeks of vacation in a couple of weeks. So
What?
Oh, Lordy.
Same. I will be in Canada.
People get 2 weeks of vacation?
I get, I mean, I don't want to brag too much, but I get a
Son.
lot of weeks of vacation and they're starting to pile up. I got over 3 weeks of vacation time saved up.
I used to get that when I worked for the state and I was basically an indentured servant and never could use my time, but still.
All right. Well,
I mean, technically, I get as much vacation time as I want to give myself, but I still don't get to take it.
Because you don't get paid if you do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, bye to everybody on the podcast, streamers, YouTubers, all you folks. We'll be seeing you.
Hugs and kisses.
No, yeah, my vacation time got bumped up by an extra week, and like it's really been racking up. I didn't realize how much I had. I knew we had vacation coming up, and I was like, I want to make sure I at least have 2 weeks, and I had like over 3 weeks of vacation time saved up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I think
On
the
jet plane.
27th. Yeah, like the 26th or 27th of June, and I'm not going back to work until like the middle of July sometime. So
Dang. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you can't record a podcast.
If I'm not working, I'm drinking. I guess that doesn't mean I can't record a
But that doesn't mean you can't record a podcast.
Yeah, that's true. I've been drinking bourbon with ice this whole time. So
Yeah. I've been